Hello, everyone. John Bruna here with the Daily Quote. I do hope this day finds you well, that you're taking good care of yourself and taking good care of those around you. If you are new to the channel, just quick background. Every day, I do my best to try to jump online and share some bit of wisdom that I have found that's helped me in my life, and well, with the aspiration that it can help some of you in your lives. So let's go ahead and get to today's quote. Pull it right up here. Your past does not need to dictate your future. We are always in a state of becoming, and every day you have an opportunity to grow, learn, and be an active participant in the person you become. Well, I'll tell you what, this bit of wisdom was very elusive in my life. I carried around with me my insecurities, my fears, my limitations. I had a speech impediment when I was younger, and it was awkward in school. And, I just never felt smart as other students and very conscious about the way I speak. You may notice I actually speak rather well now. I actually kind of speak for a living. But carrying that insecurity, carrying my limitations, what I'm good at, what I'm not good at, what kind of person I am. Well, I think obviously we all do that, right? We have an idea about who we are, what we're capable of, what we're good at, what we're not good at. And we kind of get stuck in that idea of ourselves. We don't realize or recognize that we are always actually in a state of becoming. I'm not who I was 5 years ago or 10 years ago or a kid. I'm always becoming. Everything about this body is changing. What I learn every day, well, I have more knowledge. The past does shape who I am today, but it doesn't dictate who I become. Now, science has shown, and specifically neuroscience, that we can actually rewire our brains. We can radically transform how we perceive and experience the world. We all know that as we get different experiences, we learn new things, we change our attitudes and our thoughts, different environments impact us in different ways. And the thing is, if we're not consciously choosing the types of activities and thoughts and habits that we put into our life, what the input we're putting into ourselves, we just sort of habitually keep becoming a person from our past, and we kind of condition and limit ourselves, thinking maybe I'm not a good dancer when maybe all I need was some dance lessons, or I'm not good at foreign languages. Well, I've never really practiced them. I don't recognize that I actually can be a participant in who I become. I can rewire my neural pathways. I can practice and develop skills that allow me to be a person I aspire to be more often. Our past doesn't need to dictate our future. We can be an active participant in who we become. And it's simply by engaging in activities now on a consistent basis that support the person we want to be. We can develop new skills. We can develop attitudes of gratitude and appreciation, contentment instead of worry, fear, and desire. What we think about a lot becomes our pattern of thinking. What we habitually do becomes our habits, a way of being. But you actually have the opportunity to water, grow, and nurture the seeds that give life to the person you want to be. You can shape your own direction. It does require mindfulness. It requires some attention every day of bringing something to mind that you want to cultivate in your life. Could be a value that you want to cultivate and grow, or an attitude or a skill. But the key is simply bringing it to mind again and again throughout the day. I try to check in 6 times a day on a specific thing I'm working on. And what I've noticed is that I am not who I used to be. And if I identify as being an insecure, anxious person and think that's who I am, I don't recognize that there's many times I'm not insecure or anxious. I'm actually confident and having some fun. What we water grows, and it's not to deny or stuff our feelings, but rather start engaging with our feelings, our thoughts, and our attitudes in ways that are healthy today, and just keep doing that. So there's a lot on this topic, and I try to keep these short. They didn't work so well today. If you'd like to learn more about how to do this, I invite you to visit our website, ameaningfullife.us. There's some wonderful courses that you can engage in and really help provide you with the skills of being the person you want to be more often and shaping the person you become. Hope you do find this helpful.